Well, hello there. HW here for Tone Junkie TV. Today we are looking at the D&M Drive. That's right. Dan and Mick from That Pedal Show put out a pedal. I think Robert Keeley made it for him. Yep. Robert Keeley made it for him. So you know it's good. All right, so I'm playing a Sur Custom Classic Strat into a Cali 76 for a little bit of light compression into the D&M Drive. Delay and reverb are courtesy of Strymon, Timeline, and Big Sky, respectively. And going into a Kemper Michael Britt profile. It's called the Third Power Michael Britt CBF2. I don't know what that means. Here's how it sounds. Okay, mix side, we've got the gain all the way off. So if it's like a clon, it should function like a clean boot. It's light though. That's pretty clean boost. And the tone knob, I kind of keep up there, keep it sounding stratty, but that's kind of what you would do on a clon type pedal anyway. Let's roll that gain up and see what happens. Let's put it right at about 9 o'clock. Let's try the gain a little higher. Halfway. That sounds like a boost. I mean, that sounds like a clon boost to me. Yeah. Wow, I'm really enjoying this mix side, actually. That's beautiful. Okay, let's bring that back down. I'm going to leave it right here. That was kind of my favorite set. All right, now the Dan. Now the Dan is like the overdrive mode or the distortion channel. Rumor is it starts out as an OCD and then Robert Keeley applies some of his, Keeley voodoo magic. Not sure about all that, but I do know that it feels surprisingly similar to the OCD, which has been the HW favorite overdrive of all time for a lot of years. I really think that's a highly underrated drive. We're going to do a video on the OCD very soon. Sorry, clean tone. I mean, that's a lot of gain for 9 o'clock. Let's put it, let's just move past 12 a little bit, because this is a lot of gain. I'm going to throw it on the bridge. lot of gain. It's a little sharp on the top end. I really prefer it at some of these low settings, like down here. I think what I really like most about this side is it does remind me of a pedal that I like a lot. It does, because I can really, just with playing dynamics, you can really clean up the sound. And here, check this out. I mean, it feels amp-like. I would say amp-like overdrive on the Dan side. Little heavy on the gain for my taste, but we got to stack them together, and that's why the Dan to me feels a little overboard with the drive. I would like to see maybe 25 to 30% less drive on the Dan side. That way I can really just have an easier time dialing in where I want it. So when I hit it with the boost, it really screams. Here's the Dan again. Now here I'm going to push the mic into it. I mean, there's some good stuff there. I might darken, if I'm going to use it like a boost, probably darken the mic up a little bit. And that way you get kind of... I mean, there's some cool stuff there, definitely. I play in a similar fashion to this. I usually use a regular kind of overdrive. That's my main sound, something that I feel like I can clean up by just changing my pickups on my guitar. So I might use a number 4 position on a Strat like this, 2 single coil pickups, and kind of do this kind of thing, And then I would jump down to a bridge, because you can just get all out there. I dig that. And then from there, where do you go? For me, I like to throw something like a clon or a tube screamer in front. So this pedal combination it's not totally dissimilar from the line of thinking you would get in something like the JHS double barrel, which is kind of flatter EQ gain kind of thing with mid-hump overdrive pushing into that. Very different sounding pedals. That's like a Bluesbreaker style with a TS 808 style thing pushing into it. This is, the boost knob, the boost side kind of being, to me, more clon-like into something, I guess like an OCD. It sounds a little bit that way, but there are some other drives that I think are similar to the OCD that this could be after. I wouldn't call this an OCD clone. It feels different. There's a lot more gain, and it feels like it has more high-end presence and maybe less mid-range. But in terms of the feel, I would say that the Dan side does feel to me like the OCD. And I mean that in the best way. I'm a big fan of the OCD. I mean, it feels very amp-like. It has really great response there, so I really appreciate that. The Mick side, you're going to see, we really like this Mick side. Dan and Mick Drive, very cool pedal, very, very cool pedal. I've got to say, I could use this in place of what I currently use, and I don't say that about a lot of pedals. To me, this is a double-sided pedal in the best way possible. A lot of people talk about the Analog Man King of Tone. Love that pedal, but to be honest, it's not for me, it's not the only thing I can put on my board. I gotta have something with a lot of mids that I can push into my drive sound. So it's gotta be a Klon or a Tube Screamer or something that's made to be a boost. I just gotta have that because I just feel like it works so well for lead stuff and for kind of jumping out there at certain parts. If I were to design a double sided pedal, it would look something like this. This has the HW seal of approval. I love the touch sensitivity on the Dan side. The Mick side for me is my favorite thing going on here in this box. I think it sounds like, I think it's actually better than most Klon-ish pedals, and this doesn't sound too true Klon to me, which makes me think that Robert and the guys at Keeley, put in some of their magic and kind of asked, okay, well, what do we want out of this? And I think they did a really good job. I would buy this side of the pedal by itself, absolutely, 100%. Sick pedal, sick pedal. Love the look. All right, HW out.